to my channel. This is JRF Riya. Here I'm going to talk about two things. One is literary theory and the second one is one of the most important theories in English literature, that is reader response theory and its important figures. Now before we jump into the video itself, let's first understand why literary theory is so much scary. See, the only thing that makes it difficult is its language, right? And it's like just the dubbing movies. You know why the language is so difficult? Have you ever tried to know? Yes, the thing is that all the theorists are either from France or German or any kind of part of the world, right? They are not directly the Britishers. Now they had written all the theories by their own language, and their language are either in French or in Latin, right? Now all theories that we are studying now in our hand are the translation only. So it's like just the dubbing movies, and that's why it seems very much difficult to understand. Now let's understand what is theory. But before that, I just want to clear it that I am giving you a glimpse of the theories. Okay, I'll not discuss all the things in details. You have to do PhD for that. Okay, jokes apart, it's just my target to clear your net and JRF. Okay. Now if you try to understand theory, you have to compare theory with the criticism, right? And what is literary criticism? Now, in earlier time, the great figures like Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, then we have Horace, then we have Longinus, they all had penned down such rules and regulation for a literary piece of work, right? And if you follow those rules and regulation, then you only can become a good writer, poet, or dramatist. So in literary theory, you don't need to create your own what can I say, rules and regulations. Rather, you can also imply those theory that you have already in your hand, and you can become a theorist by yourself, and that is called theory. Now I'm going to talk about one of the most important, and also it's very important from the net point of view, is that the reader response theory. Now let's understand what is reader response theory. Reader response theory is a theory where the reader's response is the most important thing in a book. Okay, suppose an author has written a book. Now it's the reader's responsibility that he or she would make the book popular. Okay. Okay, I'm giving another example, okay, with the video, so please be with me. Now let's understand that what are those important figures in reader response theory. And if I will get positive response for this video, then I am promising that I will again come with another video, okay, where I will give you all the theory one by one. Now you must be asking that, okay Riya ma'am, but there are so many other theories like structuralism, post-structuralism, formalism, new criticism, Marxism, feminism, eco-criticism, post-colonial criticism. So why are you starting with only reader response theory? Because this is the easiest one, and you can also easily understand reader response theory very fast, and it's very easy to complete that, okay, in one day even. So that's why I'm trying to complete it, and gradually we will do the others. Okay. Now the major figures of reader response theories are Norman Holland, then Stanley Fish, then Wolfgang Iser, and H.R. Jones. And it's my amiable request, please do make a list of all the writers of a theory and also their important works. Only then you will be able to answer both chronological type questions and also match the following questions. Okay. Now what as I told you, these are four major figures of reader response theory. Okay. Now the other theories are not as much important as these theories. So let's discuss of all the theorists and their theories. Number one is Norman Holland. Now Norman Holland has given us two books. One is the Poems in Person, and the second one is 5 Readers Reading. Okay, he had researched upon 5 readers, and he had given one work to identify each one's view on a particular text, and that is very famous. And he has given us one idea about the thing that there is no universal meaning of any word of any sentence. Okay. See, if I'm telling you that my brother is the lion of my family, okay, so you may, you may think it as that my brother is the king of my family, or you can also think that my brother is the true protector of my family, or he is the most powerful person in my family. Like, each of you would think a different like meaning, okay, of my sentences, right? So that is the main thing behind his theory. Now the another theorist is Wolfgang Iser. Now Wolfgang Iser has also given us two books. One is The Act of Reading and the second one is Towards the Aesthetic of Reception. Now he has given very interesting theory, okay. Now the most important theory is the meaning as determinate and the indeterminate meaning, okay. Now if you are having a book in your hand, you will try to interpret it, you will try to find the meaning of the book, right? And there will be two kind of meaning according to Wolfgang Iser. One is determinate and second one is indeterminate. Now what is determinate? See, if I'm reading a book and I'm seeing that a little boy is on a chair, okay. Now we can all imagine the chair and the little boy, right? So this is called determinate meaning. We all can imagine the chair. But the shape of the chair, the position, the color of the chair would be different from our experiences and from our knowledges, okay. For example, I can see the chair like a rocking chair. You can also see like a armchair. So that would be different from different perspective of different readers, right? Now he has also given us one theory and that is called implied reader and actual reader, and I want you to search that in Google and find out what is called implied and actual reader and also find its main concept. Now the third main theorist in this reader response theory is Stanley Fish. Now Stanley Fish has given us three books. One is there any text in the class? Number two is Surprised by Scene, and number three is The Interpreting Barrier, okay. Now the first book where she has given us a theory and that is called context. It's very interesting to understand context, okay. Let's understand context by some examples. I'm giving an example. Like, let's take an example from current situation. You must have seen the trending reel of how a person's mood is getting changed when the song changes, right? Suppose she is crying just because the sad song is playing at her back, but suddenly she changes her mood as the song also changes, okay. So this is called context. Another example I'm giving: if you are using the informal language, okay, or informal tone to talk to your mom, and you are calling to your mom that give me a glass of water, so she will give you, right? But if you ask the same sentence in the same tone to your father, then I think you will get a beautiful stamp on your cheek, right? So okay, jokes apart, so this is kind of a context, okay, that we all have, and that context will give us the theory as a reader response theory, okay. Now as a reader we always have to create the meaning of a book. Whatever the author had suggested in the book, it's not the only meaning that we have to understand, okay. We can also produce our own meaning according to our own experience, according to the mode of feeling that we are having now, the experiences that we have been feeling till now, and the physical and the mental establishment that we are reading this book, and that all matters when we are reading a book and we are creating the meaning. Okay, to just be a little more clear, I want to give you another example. If my childhood was very much harsh, okay, and if I'm reading a book where the child also has felt the same feeling just like me, So perhaps I can relate with him much more than the other, right? Similarly, if one character is just like Heathcliff in Wuthering Heights, so he or she would definitely support this character, right? So this is called the reader response. Okay, the whole book is only dependent on the reader, how the reader will respond on this book. Now, the another theorist that is also important in reader response theory is H.R. Hoss. Now, H.R. Hoss has given us one book only, and that is New Literary History. But he has given a very, very, very interesting theory, and that is horizon of expectation. Now, what we have is just a beyond of our expectation. Okay, suppose you are going to watch a movie, and you have some beforehand experience about the movie, right? If you are going to watch the movie like Jawan, so definitely you will have an idea that the film must be of a soldier who is fighting against the opponent of his own country. So that is a beforehand experience, the beforehand knowledge that you have already before you are watching the movie. Similarly, if you are going to read a book, you have already an experience, okay, beforehand, by the title of the book, that okay, this book might give us that kind of thing. Okay, I'm giving another example. One of my very favorite teachers has given that idea, has given that concept, that in an interview he was asked that what is the meaning of the title of the movie Pink. Okay, so pink is a color that is a mixture of both red and white. Okay, and as you know, red signifies the vice and the white signifies the virtue, right? And as a human being, we all are the amalgamation of virtues and vices, that is white and red, and we all have the characteristics like a pink. And the same characteristics of the main character of this movie is also being shown in this film as the color of pink. So what is a beautiful, what is a beautiful explanation of this title of the movie, right? So this is called the horizon of expectation that we have while reading a book. So these are all the theories and the most important theories that you should keep in mind before you are appearing for this exam. And yeah, that's all about my video. Thanks for watching. Work hard, you will definitely get here. Bye bye.